core of Rajant's technology is often discussed as our protocol and management software, but additionally, the manufacturing and designs on the hardware side are equally as important. From a performance standpoint, we're often asked why we do so well in side-by-side shootouts with other vendors. When you have the best quality RF, when you have equipment that is not affected by adverse temperatures, moisture, vibration, then it's easy to outperform the competition.
Rajant products are used in very demanding applications. The expectations on our products are that they have a high degree of uptime and that they are very, very reliable under extreme conditions. It's important and in the product development stage that Rajant subjects a new design to the worst case conditions, and actually worst case plus a little bit of margin.
Rajant has employed continuous improvement in our products. The kind of failures that we would see early on, we learned from and continued to incorporate fixes, mechanical and electronic, into our units on every subsequent iteration of our product.
I try in my designs to bolt everything down as much as possible.
That's what makes it rugged. All interfaces between all the circuit boards in between go plugging right in face to face. All the boards are all bolted together. So we always have permanent contact, so vibration does not affect any pin contacts or any disconnectivity.
The only cables inside of our case are really the antenna cables. All of our cases are thermally sunk. I do the best I can to get the heat from the hot components to the outside world.
This is a heat sink for the power supply section, so we get all our heat out and it's synced out to the outside of the case. The heat sink and the retaining brackets are for the radio cards, which also bring the heat out from the radio cards to the outside of the case and also supports it very strongly.
Black anodized case is highly resistant to corrosion. Every screw on the case is tamper-proof. Lock washers. Also, I try to seal our cases as well as possible. In general, I use a double O-ring seal, which gives a high level of reliability. All of our other ports are generally potted with an epoxy. I run all of the hardware design past the design team. There's a lot of back and forth, double, triple checking everything. And then once that's done, we transition it to our contract manufacturer.
Really, a great manufacturing process begins with the designer and a collaboration with the designer. We seek opportunities together to enhance the integrity of designs, improve the manufacturability, and also add value through cost reduction. It's an ongoing process that really never ends for us, sharing a mutual desire for that improvement process. We have a continuously improving product, and we carry additional knowledge forward into the follow-on generations through the lessons learned.
So for the LX5, we continued with the tradition of no cables, but we wanted to improve heat sinking, decrease volume, and an increase in processor speed, number of processor cores, an upgrade from fast Ethernet to gigabit Ethernet, still 2 ports, now 2 USB ports and 2 serial ports.
This is the production area. Here we do the final testing, and also we install Rajant software and based on customer requirement.
We flash the unit with a program written in-house that we call Auto Test. Auto Test tests all the functions of the single board computer and the radio and the switches, and that ensures a full functionality.
So we do auto test in manufacturing, we do auto test here to make sure every requirement is matched. We always prepare a quality control record. We put all this record in our Rajant's database. So in case in the future we were tracking all the records very easily, we can search the database.
RMAs are our first line of defense because we're seeing what's coming back and the abuse the equipment is taking in the field. Rajant's goal is to keep return RMAs from occurring. We want to make sure that your downtime is kept to a minimum. We try and identify problems that are specific to certain customers or installations. I'm tasked with identifying those things early on in the process and feeding that back to manufacturing so we can incorporate changes.
From a design and manufacturing standpoint, Rajant has won numerous awards from some of our key customers. These are given for companies that are diligent at making sure a reliable, safe, and valuable product is delivered.
For more information, visit www.rajant.com.